friends, this is the Cryptonian. Welcome back to my channel. Today is the 24th. It is Tuesday. Taking a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is 33,672, and we are seeing a little bit of resistance here and some profit taking. But before we get into that, let's take a look at the broader crypto market. Bitcoin is up 18% for the 7-day period, 8% just over the last 24-hour period today. So you can see that half of that has been today, well, within the last 24-hour period. And that's when we broke that 32,000 resistance line, and we had a real big reaction in that area because all of the bears, all of the shorts that were in that area, they were slaughtered. And so you can see that we had a big pop from that area. Ethereum a little bit less than Bitcoin for the week. We have Ethereum up 12% for the week and 4.5% for the day. That's still a very good, impressive increase just in 1 week. We have BNB up 5% for the week, XRP 13% for the week, Lido staked Ether 12.6% for the week, Solana up 26% for the week. And if you remember in previous videos, it was, I think at one time, 35 or 38% for the week. So we are running into resistance. We are seeing some profit taking. And so these weekly numbers are starting to come down a little bit. Cardano waking up a little bit late, but still putting in a 12% increase, which is actually pretty impressive as well. For all of the negativity that Cardano gets, it's doing quite well. So taking a look at Dogecoin, a little bit behind Cardano at 11%. Tonecoin up 5.9%. And look at this, Polygon really killing it, 20%. Now remember, I said that whenever we have a strong move up in the market, we need to pay attention to those projects, those coins that are outperforming, that are doing better than all the rest, because those most likely will do very well in 2024 in the bull run. So Polygon is definitely one of those projects. Chainlink, also another one of those projects, up 34% for the week, which is crazy. Taking a look at Polkadot, 12.9%. Litecoin, 9%. Bitcoin Cash, 9%. And Shiba Inu, 6.4%. Avalanche, 12.4%. And that's pretty much the top 20. As we scroll down, we do see others putting in impressive gains. Filecoin, 17%. And Aptos, 23%. So looking really good. Aave, 32%. Now, Aave has outperformed Bitcoin recently, but not since the bottom. And I made that video, and I just wanted to be clear that the outperformance is just recently, not since the bottom of the market. Okay, so that being said, Aave up 32%. That's another one to watch in this next bull run. Injective Protocol, 52%. Bitcoin SV, 27%. Stacks, 22%. So this is what I was telling you before, that once Bitcoin has a big move up, then you see the altcoins catch up, and they're moving back to that 200 moving average. Now, taking a look at Bitcoin again, we're at resistance. We're at resistance. We do see these red dots. These red dots are indication that the price action is overextended, it's overheated, and it needs to cool down. RSI, 86. We are still in a bullish trend on the daily, and the DMA trend is bullish. So we're still in this green cloud. It's going to take some time for this to settle down, but we are seeing a rejection here. We are up against resistance. We are in expansion, okay? and we do not have a reversal yet, but I do expect a reversal to take place shortly. On the 4 hour, we do have a 4 hour red bearish engulfing candle, and this next candle is actually looking like a gravestone. So we're getting a solid rejection here at this level. Now, taking a look at the weekly, we can see the rejection taking place by this line. We can also see that this is a diagonal resistance line and a horizontal resistance line, showing that there's a lot of resistance in this area. So for the weekly chart, we can see that the structure is in a channel, which is a ascending channel, like so, right? So could we go higher? Well, it's possible we could go higher, probably to 36,300, but above that, not right away. I think we're probably going to have some type of a pullback, some type of sideways consolidation here. We have already hit this resistance area, so now we're looking for some kind of a pullback. You see, we hit this line here, had a pullback. We hit the line here, had another pullback. And so after hitting the line here, I do think we're probably going to have a pullback. Now, the question is where that pullback will come to. So taking a look on the 4 hour, we can see that we have support at 31,400. That's the breakout point, 31,400. We need to stay above that breakout point to verify this breakout. And on the daily, we have the point of control is at 30,300. This point of control, we have a volume node here. If we lose that volume node, if we lose that $30,000 area, then this breakout could have been just a liquidity grab and just a way to offload their positions, and then the price would be going down. So we have to be careful here. These ascending channels, they don't go on forever. They do break down and they do have a correction. So we have to be aware of that. I definitely would not be buying here. That's just my opinion. You can do what you want, but we're definitely seeing a rejection here. So why would you buy a rejection area? Why would you buy an area of resistance? It makes no sense. I see a lot of YouTubers saying, well, you know, if you don't own any Bitcoin, if you're not in the market yet, then go ahead and buy. No, in my opinion, that's bad advice, because the price is just going to have a pullback from this point. So that being said, we need to be careful here, right? We need to find a area of support where Bitcoin comes back, tests, and holds that area. That would be the place to get in, right? And that is yet to be determined. Now, on the 4 hour period, we have the RSI is elevated as well, 75. We're still bullish, and we are in expansion without a reversal yet on the 4 hours. So, but we are seeing a clear rejection of this area, a clear rejection of this area. We normally come back down to retest the 30 in these areas. If we're going to consolidate, we'll probably come back and test the 30-day moving average, or 30 period moving average on the 4 hour chart. This would be $31,000, $31,000 right here. So that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see us come down and hold this for another push higher. If we do not hold the breakout line, that 31,400 or 31,000, then that's going to be an issue. Now the golden pocket comes down as far as 29,800. I guess we could come down to 29,800 and still remain bullish. But below that, I would say that's going to be an issue. Let's see, 29. Yeah, that would be right below this point of control. So I would say here on the 4 hour, 29.9, 29.9, roughly 30,000. A little bit less is, a hair less is okay. So that would put us right here in this area, right at that point of control on the daily. So now another thing that we need to be aware of is on the chart here, we have a meeting coming up with the Fed. That's tomorrow, North American East Coast time, is going to be about 2:30 p.m. North American East Coast time. So we have to be aware of that. This could be a pump up into this Fed meeting, and if Jerome Powell is bearish and negative about what he says about inflation, then most likely we'll have a correction. Okay, that's another reason why you do not chase these pumps. So, and again, on the 2 hour, we see a clear trend change taking place. We see a clear rejection in this area. So that is pretty much the market. And I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to give you guys an update. And taking a look at our stochastics, we can see that the 1 hour is getting rejected, starting a downtrend. The daily here is overextended, and so that most likely is going to be rolling over, and we will most likely have some type of a pullback here. The weekly getting into a overextended area at 73 on the weekly. So when we take a look at the daily, we can see all of these stochastics are entering an overextended, overheated state. And so that's a warning sign. Okay. Plus, we have the Fed meeting tomorrow. All of this together, I think, is going to bring a correction in Bitcoin. It's either going to be a small correction with a consolidation above that 30,000, or it's going to be a heavier correction where we go down below 30. And if that's the case, then this push to the upside was a liquidity grab. It was manipulation. And then we could be seeing a shift lower. And on the weekly, that means we could actually be coming back down to, let's see, this lower line here, which would be around 27, 28K, which would be the lower area of this channel. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. If this week closes out below 30, that's going to probably indicate that we have much more downside to go, and that this area is just top and profit taking with manipulation. But I don't want to let's not get ahead of ourselves right now. Let's enjoy this push to the upside, and let's see what happens from here. So thank you for watching, friends. I appreciate your time. Please give the video a like and subscribe if you have not already, if this information is valuable to you. And we'll see you next time.